Peter?
Yes.
Otherwise, we can sit and talk, but who will do all this? Thank you, Peter, for arranging everything. But today I was teaching him how to prepare the coffee. He doesn't. So, it is really, I am very, very thankful to Usha Gulati-ji, and she always keeps touch with me, calling me, talking about this center. I get information about this center slowly, the wonderful congregations. And this is very, very essential, that all other things comes and goes. The only one thing that is necessary is a spiritual teaching. And where we will get the spiritual teaching, we can read books, we can hear the CDs and other talks, but unless and until you are seeing a person, mixing with him, talking with him, a close relationship, the doubts do not go away. That is the main thing. So we need a place where the Swamis will come, the people who have dedicated their life for this particular thing, philosophy, and they come and preach and talk. Maybe someone are very good in deliberations and someone not that good, but it doesn't matter. It's the people whom we are talking, mixing, and you can go and talk to him, and that way slowly get that inspiration. From a burning lamp, only another lamp can be lighted up. That way, slowly it goes. And what happens afterwards? That is exactly the topic that we'll be discussing today. And the topic, know me and be free. So that is, know me, who is me? When it says, know me and be free, the me must be God. Because it is a free that if you know me, you are not going to be free. Why? Because I am bound. Bound by this time, space and causation. But we should have to go to someone who is beyond this time, space and causation. We know him. Why should we know him? Because there is only all peace is stored. So why this spirituality? There's sometimes some people that think the morality is the basis of, it's spirituality. No. Morality is morality. Spirituality is higher than morality. So always there are 3 steps. One is ritual, or this singing the bhajan and doing the arati we were doing, is all rituals. And when we are doing the rituals, we are having some meaning of it. That should be explained and that one should understand. Then only he will love the ritual, and through the ritual will reach the next step. Today we were showing the 5 things over here. Of course, the water, usually they keep in a conch, but since the conch was not there, I showed that water. It's not the conch, it's the water. That is necessary. Why? With the 5 elements, the Hindus they say 5 Mahabhutas. Bhutas mean the elements. Pancha Mahabhuta. All these things have been built. Who built it? God. So God, where from He got these 5 elements? He created Himself. From where? Out of Himself. So this is the point we have to reach. In the beginning there was only one and there was no two. The Soumya, Sadaiva Soumya, Idam Agra, Ekam Agra Asit, Ekam. In Sanskrit they say, a young boy was asking his father, he was a guru, a teacher. So who was there in the beginning, how the creation has come, and creation is always a mystery. The scientists are always trying to find out how this creation came, and still going on. This is a great mystery, this creation. So the creation, you will find in every religion, they have given the answer, trying to give the answer, some of them, to how the creation came, who built this who created this. The philosophy is nothing but three answers, three questions and three answers. Who is the creator? What is this creation, this universe? And what is the relation between the creation and the creator? That's all. All philosophy, they try to give the answer to these three. Who is the creator? What is this creation? What is the relation between these two? And to give that answer, and slowly a path is developed. And that is called the path of realization. And slowly that path is followed by some people. They say this is our religion, it is your religion. So religion is nothing but a path that we follow. We go where? To the Creator. Why? That is the main question. Why should we be religious? What we are going to do after realizing God? Are you going to be the master of the whole world? After realizing God, can you control the whole world? What we are going to get? Nothing. As we are, we will be. We will remain the same, but one thing we will achieve. What is that? For that one thing we all try, and that is the peace, the joy, the happiness. Our life's goal is the joy, the peace, the happiness. But when you are young, all the guardians, the senior people, the teachers, they always, to encourage, they always say, read well so that you can become a doctor or an engineer or a professor or a scientist, be someone in the society. So that is not the goal. After being the professor, doctor, then we realize something missing in our life. We get everything. I was just observing the movie they have made on a person, Ram Goes Home. So that's an American gentleman. So he was telling, I loved the speed, so I was a biker and these and then afterward. Now I understand this is all useless. So he has taken initiation, it seems, because they were showing. I didn't go the whole movie, I didn't see, only in the beginning. So he has taken perhaps the inspiration and the initiation from the Karoli Baba, one very famous, that Karoli Baba. And when they guided him and he's meditating, peace, peace, peace. Peace is the goal. Happiness is the goal. So that is the main thing. And we forget the happiness is the goal. Why? Because we are bound by this body and mind. Our jagat, our whole world, our whole universe is nothing but body and mind. I am so happy today. Why? Because I could meet my friend. I am so happy today. Why? Because I have achieved what I wanted to. And after the graduation, they will throw their hats on the air. I was happy. All the pictures they will keep, and slowly the pictures become fake. And then, so that time was a happy day. Now we are not white. So this always goes like this. And they fall in love, the young people, a girl and a boy, and they think that if we are together, we'll be happy. They become together after marriage. And then again they go to another person who is a lawyer, say, please make us separate.
Oh, make us separate.
To make them happy, being separate.
But why? So because there's something wrong. And in every pursuit, even those who are bikers, even those who are doing these, all millions varieties of things that we do, only to one, to achievement is peace and nothing else, you see. That the religious leaders, they understood. And say, they started researching how to get that peace. And they found out 3-letter word, G-O-D. That is the source. We have to go back to that. And the process of going back is religion. And in different ways they developed. Some told you have to sing only. If you are singing, then you are happy. We will go back to God. I was again observing one movie on a very famous pastor. He afterwards became. So that gentleman, he was a very good orator. Thousands of people used to attend his sermons. And he used to say only 1 or 2 words, not much. And they never discussed about, as we do, on the scriptures. They say from the social life and these, that. And mainly, particularly that person, 1 or 2 songs. I believe in God. I believe in God. God will save me. That's all. And then he will start dancing and singing. There's a musicians, a full group is there. They will be playing the music. We believe in God. We are the soldiers of God. And we are the soldiers. That repetition, it will go on. And slowly, when we are doing that, you get fascinated with that. That's called kirtan. And then afterwards you feel we are happy. But then the mind goes down and nothing to hold. So similarly, if you go to any where they are singing a tremendous sound and the people are jumping, dancing, and they feel they are happy. But within 5 minutes when they come out, again the back old self. So that is also not the process. So what is the process then? Know me and be free. God told, Yo mam vetti tattvataha. He who can understand me truly, tattvata. All superficial ideas about God. And mostly, the moment you say the spiritual life, religious life, and the God, only in the background of the mind you always think that miracles, something must be miraculous. A person came and told, Swamiji, please pray for me. I told, why? Why should I do that? God is there. If you believe in, go and pray. He will listen to you. No, they listen, God will listen to you better than me.
Shortcut.
And because of that, Purohita, because of this feeling that those who are constantly living with God, maybe the God will listen to them. So in the Hinduism, the word that they have coined, Purohita. Pura means in the front, in advance, and for your hita, for your good. And same way, the father, the pastor, the priest, the mullahs, all they have come. And they are thinking that God is directly talking with me, and then I will tell you. Why? Another wrong thing. I will go to God and talk to God. That's all. So the Hinduism, they instigate, they say, they inspire. You go and talk. Now I will give you an instance that happened in the life of Swami Vivekananda. You know, he was in great trouble after his father passed away. They were very rich people. But suddenly now the parental house of the Vivekanandas, they have given to the Ramakrishna Mission. So Ramakrishna Mission has developed as it was. So if you visit Calcutta, please go over there and see how rich they were. And then the father passed away. He was a great person and he used to donate a lot and he gave all the money to his uncle, father's uncle. In those days, in our tradition, you know, the family, the elderly person should be respected in that way. That was the tradition. He kept all money with that man and then he denied afterwards. So they were very poor and he was Vivekananda, so intelligent. He was not getting a job. in those days. And then ultimately, he never went to Sri Ramakrishna in the beginning itself. He was trying wherever he applied for the teachership, he applied for this, applied for that, and so many places, because he wanted to save his mother and brothers and sister. So who will feed them? So he was going door to door, and then ultimately, when all the efforts were in vain, then he went to Sri Ramakrishna. Nothing worked so vain to God. The same way, if we go to God and say, you are the last resort, my God, you are the last. Please help me, God will help you. When he went and told, I have no one to help me, can you please help me? He said, so what do you want? I heard Vivekananda, Narendranath was telling his guru, Sri Ramakrishna, that your mother, Ma Kali, Narendranath never accepted Mother Kali. Your mother listened to your prayer. Will you please pray for me so that I get a job, so that I can help my family? What was the answer of Sri Ramakrishna? He said, why me? You go. That is the thing. Never ever go to a person and say, please pray for me. I will go and pray. Why? Because he is also my father. He is also my mother. He is also my creator. And he has the responsibility to take care of me too. If I am not that way good and moral, it doesn't matter. You kept me in that way, what to do? So I will behave in this way. I will go and tell it. See, I don't know any Sanskrit. I don't know any mantra. I don't know how to offer you food, and why should I offer food? I don't know. I am not going to do anything but as because you are my creator. It is your responsibility to take care of me. I am in great trouble, save me. And if you don't save me, well, I am giving you the warning. I will go and tell people that you never save people. So, we can always do that. And that is called love for God. When a child is going to his father, he never says, Sir, will you please do it for me? He never says. Papa, give it to me. No, now itself. Papa is on phone, he is having some good chat in the office, and the son won't listen. No, now you have to give. How? Because love. That is the way. It's so easy. What is religion? Unnecessarily we have made it so complicated. Unnecessarily we are keeping someone in the front. Purohita, not necessary at all. Go offer the flower if you like to offer flower. Go offer the food if you like to offer the food. They are from South Carolina. Come here.
There's one chair here. There is one chair right here.
Please come here. Shikha, come here.
Oh, so Swami knows you. Yeah. Okay, then come here. Okay, come.
Come, Shikha, come. Where are others?
Come.
Come, you can push. একটু না এরকম করে বসো, মার দিকে right, মার দিকে পেছন করতে নেই। The Ma should be in the front always. So, this is the religion. Now, know me and be free if they say, kids, you come over here. Come here, boy. Come here. I'm not going to ask any question.
No, back na.
একটু আমার দিকে like this. Now, friends, our topic of discussion is know me and be free. Now, me means God or Brahman. The Hindus will ask that. For the others, there is no problem. For the other religion, it is only God. But the Hindus have different type of conceptions. So the Vedantavadins, those who are following the path of discrimination, they will always say it is Brahman. Those who are following the path of concentration, they will say Atman. And those who are following the path of devotion, they will say God or Bhagavan. So the three ways they are going. Now when we discuss know me and be free, is it Atman of the yogis or the Brahman of the Jnanis or Bhagavan of the Bhaktas? That is your decision. You have to understand this. So know me and be free means what? The moment you think I am going to the option, I am going to know the Brahman. So your concentration will be to know what is Brahman and then the process of knowing him. This is one. Another called devotion, the God, the Bhakta. And the Bhaktas, they understand God is the Supreme. So there is always the confusion. Who is higher? I will go to him. If the God is higher, it's better I will choose God. If the Brahman is higher, I will choose Brahman. And the Jnanis, they always say, who is Brahman? There is nothing. Now, according to the Jnani, the definition of this God, I think I made the mistake. The Brahman is the supreme and the God is below. Why? God, Brahman, the all-pervading consciousness, created a being called God. How? The Chaitanya Upahita Maya is God. The Maya again. Now, slowly we are entering into the philosophical terminologies. So, what is this Maya? Maya is a conception that it is a power of God. Very dangerous. But never harms God. It remains with God. But not harming God. Like the poison remains with the snake, but not harming the snake. The snake is alright with the poison, but harmful for others. Similarly, the Maya is also like that. How Maya create confusion? Now here again, we are the created being. Who created? God. Then why should we have to go to God? Because we are also gods. So if someone has created something out of sugar, we are also sugar. The sugar may be a little different shape or name. A real raw white sugar or brown sugar, or the shape of a circle, shape of these and the sandesh, rasgulla, but all sugar. So the properties and the qualities of sugar are present in that. So why should I have to again go to become a sugar? Because I am already sugar. Don't be a sugar patient, of course. But the sugar, that I am, but I don't know. I am the son of a king, that means I am also king. In future I am going to be the king. I am the prince. That I am going to people and telling, please give me some food, please help me, and can I occupy this plot of land or not? Then someone will come and say, hey, why you are behaving like this? All that you see is nothing but yours. I am the monarch of what I survey. Everything that you see is yours, because your father is the king and you are the only son of the father. Is it? Then he slowly understands. So who is that man who comes and says, you are the God? That's Guru. So we need a Guru. But why this confusion? Maya. And what is this Maya? The power of God. Why God has created this power? To play the divine play. He likes to play. With whom? With himself. Ekaham bahushyamavihi. I am alone. It's boring. I want many. I came over here. I came with the devotee, and then the devotee said that, see, this is the lock, and it has a very speciality. We have to put like this. He told me the number, the secret number. I am not announcing. And then I never tried to venture to go out, because if I forget, I won't be able to come in. So from window I was observing. It's okay. And now all the rooms and the place, I was all alone. And then slowly the Peter came and you people came. It's joy. The God also was alone. And then he said, I am alone. I am not enjoying. Let me be many. But where from many? From himself. Eka aham, I am one. Bahu, many. Shyamavihi, I like to be many. The moment he thought, everything came. So it's not the little, slowly it evolved. No, immediately everything came. In the Christianity, in the Bible we read, there was no light. Then the God said, let there be light. There was light. Let there be light, and then someone ran to the Menards and purchased things and then fix up and the connection of the electricity. Then no. The God just desired. So the God is that who is supreme. So God is thinking and happening, and that is the reason Hindus, they have depicted God as Jagannath. Jagannath Mahaprabhu. The whole Hindu, they are very fond of Jagannath Mahaprabhu. And he is the center of India. And he is Jagat Natha. Jagat means the universe, the world. And Natha means the master, but a very peculiar master. He is not having legs. He is not having hands. How the master will rule? How he will go? How he will move? The people have to carry him to. So what is it? The Hindus, God can't walk. He has to take the help of others. No. To say that God is all pervading, that is the wonderful abstract idea they have depicted in that image. The God is all pervading. He doesn't need the legs to go from here to there. So God is not having the legs. And God is all powerful. Just think and things happen. He doesn't need the hands to create that. So God is not having the hands. But after the creation, God enjoys. And that's why he only observes, Shakshi, the observer. He doesn't do anything. So that's why the Jagannath Mahaprabhu is having two big eyes without any eyelids. That the abstract form he had given that, the concrete shape, the people can understand, they can ask the question why the God is not having the legs, so they will be explaining God is everywhere. But we have forgotten. Those who are worshipping them, if you go to and ask why the gods are not having the legs, who said God is not having the legs? We have made the golden leg for God. Very costly golden legs. It is there and they will proudly go and show. I told you, they don't study, they don't know. So Purohita is another problem. If they don't know, they will go on creating problem for the devotees to reach God. My God is with me, I need not to go over there. So that is the God conception. But the Jnanis, they say, God is a being created by the Brahman. How he created? With his power. What is his power? Maya. And with the Maya, what he did? He sent his consciousness. Maya upohita chaitanya. Upohita means superimposed. Imposed on that. What? Chaitanya, the consciousness. And what are the jivas? We call jivas. Jivas means individual souls. Ahamkar upohita chaitanya. Again, the same thing. Ahamkara is the minutest part of the Maya, and again it is superimposed by the consciousness, so it is also the Jiva. Now, naturally, if we write two sentences, Maya associated with consciousness equal to God. Ahamkara, I, ego, associated with consciousness equal to Jiva. And now, this associated ego and associated Maya, we make the cross. What remains? Consciousness. So what we are? Consciousness. And what is this? Consciousness is nothing but Brahman. Only to make that God and me are nothing the same. Only he is having a great, great ego. That's called Maya. And I am having a tiny ego. So I should remove my tiny ego. That's all. So Sri Ramakrishna, he solved all this problem. And he said, Ami mole guchibe janjal. Janjal, in Bengal they say janjal. So the janjal means all problems. All problems, all dirty things, all the sufferings. Everything will go away. You know, the Bengali language is very nice language, but it is very complicated also. Because they will be giving the expression in such a way, and they say some word which has another meaning, but when they are using this word, that will be another meaning. So unless you are there, it's very difficult to, like naturally all languages are there. The one Swamiji, he was from Karnataka, and he was learning Bengali slowly. Then one Bengali devotee used to ask him, Swamiji, you come out for walking, morning walk, and you always go across my house. Why don't you one day come and have a cup of tea with me? Then he said, okay. Then afterwards, one day when he got the transfer, he has to go. Then he thought, okay, that man was asking me, requesting me to go to his house, let me go. So one day, last day, he went and rang the bell, and the gentleman opened, and without announcement he went. He was not expecting the Swami. He used to love the Swami very much. The moment he saw him, and he exclaimed in Bengali, Ki Sarvanash, apni esechen. But the Sarvanash, that word means destruction. And all bad things are happening. So like the Sarvanash, if you literally, the meaning is that. But here, he has used that with great joy. But this Swami was learning Bengali. So naturally for him, Sarvanash equal to destruction. And he said, all these days you were invited me and I came, it became Sarvanash to you. And I won't go. Then he was telling, no, that Sarvanash, and that Sarvanash, that was his habit to tell. So good. So that was a kind of long afterwards. This Swami couldn't forget that. And he told me, see, that man, he invited and this happened, this Sarvanash. I told that not, this Sarvanash is not that Sarvanash. You know the application. You have to. The language. Ami mole guchibe janjal. Ami means the ego. Here the Ami is not this mind-body complex. Here the Ami means the ego. And guchile, if it goes away, moves out, you can wipe it off. Janjal, all problems are solved. So this is the expression in a wonderful way. The moment that I consciousness, the ego goes away, what remains? Consciousness. Now, friends, too, we all know, only to give up that I is so difficult. It never goes away. It constantly is there. And from the path of jnana, if you are approaching, in the Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter, 29 sloka, it says, Samoham sarva bhuteshu. I am equal in every being. Samo aham. Aham means the God. Sarva bhuteshu. Bhuta means the being. Yo me deshyasti na priyaha. E bhajanti tumam bhakta maite teshu chapaham. Now, I am in every being. And if you understand that, and do not harm anyone, you are living in me. That this is called knowledge. Why should I not hurt others? Because it is morality, it is law. For some people, indirectly they are hurting others. So one day the boss will come and say, the owner, he will come and say, hey, you are fired. He is not hurting him physically, but economically. And he stopped, he is all earning. The man is not alone. Over him depending the whole family. A person comes and say, no, I am not going to give you the permission to stay in my country. Go away. He has the right to say, but I am not killing you, I am not hurting you. Go back to your country. But where I will go now? After spending so many years over here. My children grew up over here. How can I go? Just because you do not like my politicians. I have nothing to do with you. And you don't know me. You just made a rule because you have the capacity, and then thousands of we are suffering. So they are not religious people. They should consider, they should think. They may be politicians, they may be many others, and very powerful leaders, but not religious people. So the religion and politics should not go hand in hand. Those who are religious people should not go directly into politics. Why? Because in politics you are bound to do something which is harmful to others. And the moment you are harming others, you may get everything, the vote, the name, the fame, but not God. That is for sure. And that is why the Hindus, they kept the politics away from the religion. Politics is necessary, is a part of life, but not religion. So religion should be pristine. That must be clear, this I cannot hurt others. And what is sannyasa? Is a promise. Sannyasa is nothing but a promise. For me, no danger be, that all that leaves, Swami Vivekananda said. From me, no danger be. Nobody is going to be harmed from me. I am not going to say anything. Why? Because samam pashyam hi sarvas. All bhuteshu, all being, I see my God residing over there. Whether he is American or he is Pakistani or these and that, each and everyone. And that is called true religion. And if you go according to the bhakti, the devotional path, the God, satatam kirtayantu mam yatanschanta didhabrataha namasyantascha mam bhaktya nityo yukta upasate. Again, nitya yukta. Constantly he is with me, with the God. That the person who is constantly with God, what happens? He also becomes the same God. So in the path of bhakti, we reach to the same goal. From the path of the jnana, we reach to the same goal. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna solved this problem. Thousands and thousands of years. People were confused about God and Brahman. Those who worship the Brahman, they always underestimate the devotees. Oh, they are devotees. They always cry. But we are jnanis, We do the vichara. What is the vichara? Brahma Satya Jagat Mithya. That is the vichara. And you say that Jagat, this universe is false, untrue, it's not there. But at the same time you are telling, I am hungry. I need food, I need these, then who are you? So unless and until you realize truly, so this is only a path I am crying to my God. I go and I fight with my God and I pray, I cry, and I offer my food with great love. Whatever I cook, the first thing I offer to my God, I get peace. What is that to you? Why should you say that, oh, you should not do that? This foolishness. So these are the two paths equally good. Sri Ramakrishna, he traveled through both the paths and then came down and told, whom you call Brahman, I call as mother. Jake tomra Brahma bolo, ami take ma boli. The same whom Jesus addressed as father, the Sri Ramakrishna addressed him as mother. Because in India, this motherhood is highly respected, and the place where Jesus came, it was only the father. That's why they say fatherland. The father, we say motherland, we don't say the father. The motherland. So it is mother, that's only, nothing else, the same thing. So if we try to realize God, what will happen? So know me and be free. Free from what? Free from this play, Free from this game. I am God, but I am so unfortunate, I don't know it. I go and break my head. I go and pray. I go and cry. Why? After the knowledge of the Brahman, then the teachers, they are telling, Kim rodasi sakhe tui sarva shakti. You are all powerful. Why you are crying, my friend? Kim rodasi sakhe. We are constantly afraid, fearful. What will happen? What will happen? What will happen? What will happen? Let it happen. It doesn't matter. Why? I am not going to die. Only I am going to change my body, that's all. I am going to change my body. As I change my old clothes, I change my body. That is the knowledge. And second, I am going to be always in the lap of my mother, the Divine Mother. I don't bother. Mother will take care of me. The small little baby never thinks about what is happening around. My mother is there. Mother will take care. And he doesn't know, she doesn't know, the baby doesn't know that the mother is poor or rich. Mother always will be all the time holding the mother and they're safe. So that is the thing. From the point of view of the devotion, if we go, complete faith, Mother, the God is going to protect me. Nothing bad is going to happen. If anything bad happens, that is because of my karma. It's okay, no problem for me. But everything will be all right. And if we go through the path of the knowledge, we should have the courage to say, I am the maker of my own destiny. When I am suffering, I did something wrong, so I am suffering, no problem. When I am enjoying something, I did good, so I am enjoying. Why should I go to thank others? I did this. So that should be the attitude. And then what happens? Free from the ego, it's like a drop of water falling into the ocean. And the tiny little drop is crying, oh, I am going to lose my personality, identity. What is that identity? Water. And then when it drops in that falls in the ocean, it becomes the ocean. With that, when we go and merge in God, what happens? We become God. We are God, all powerful, all merciful, and all peace, eternal. No unhappiness can be there in God, never ever. And all these things that we see, the Christianity, the Islam, the Judaism, this, that, Hinduism, Buddhism, Taoism, all isms are nothing but to tell us to go back to the source. And to reach to the source, we have to go step by step. The first step is rituals. And that is the reason we have to go to the temples, to the churches, to the mosque, and to the synagogue. We go over there, then we kneel down, we pray, and they say, not only you have to have some home task, go and fast for the whole month, or at least for a few days. You should not eat these on those days. You should not behave like these on those days. Restraining. Upavasha. What is upavasha? All the fasting. People are so excited. 1 month fasting. If there is no food, why 1 month you have to fast for so long? And they'll be eating in the night. The moment the sun set burst, they will be eating. And then the next day, and they won't. That will. And they think that is religion. No, that is not. That is exactly the Sabbath. That is the day they are supposed to fast. And Jesus told why? That is the reason the Jews, they had to ask the Jesus to go away. You are not maintaining the religion. But why? Why should I have to fast? Because controlling your senses is not the fasting, is the controlling of the senses. In the Hinduism, and usually the Shiva Puja day, you are supposed to be awake the whole night. So a group of devotees were very happy, and they reported to me, Swamiji, our whole the community, we were there in the whole night before the Shiva temple. Acha, whole community were awake? Yes. We have seen 3 movies.
Passing time.
And the passing movies, 3. You have not thought about Shiva? Shiva temple was there, Pujari was doing the puja, but what we will do? So we see that these call rituals. This is the problem of the rituals. Now they say that you have to go to school to become educated. We go to school, and in the same class again and again and again, every year in the same class. And the father will say, why? What happened? You are not promoted. You never asked me to get promotion. You told to get really education, and you admitted me in the school. I am following your orders. I am going and sitting in the same classroom, but only problem is this chair has become small for me. I have grown up. So I need a bigger chair to sit in the same class. What he will say? Is he a student? No. An illiterate. And we will call him a fool. And same way we go to the church, we go to the mosque, we go to the temple, we go to every religious organizations, and then we remain the same selfish person. You asked me to go to temple, I went all through my life. But no change. But you never asked me to change. So, it's like the same student who never learned anything after attending the classes. Only going on attending all the time. And the same way all the so-called religious people, millions and millions of them, they go and they attend that and they follow. Sit over here, turn your face to the left, turn your face to the right, and sit down and don't do this, go away. So it's gonna. They're very happy. And then in the Sunday they go to the church, sit over there, and then you get up, you sing, oh God, hallelujah, and all those things go away. The moment they come out and they are very happy, socializing. Hey, how are you? Your son has grown up. Do you think he can marry my daughter? So all socializing things, very happy. Is this religion? No transformation. Jesus never said go to the church every Sunday. All the 4 Bibles, just search and say, go to the church. He said, love thy neighbor as thyself. He said, be pure, because blessed are those who are pure in heart, for they shall see God. Have you ever asked, what is this purity, Jesus? What do you mean by purity? What is the definition of purity? We never. We the Hindus, we go and always keep the Ganga water with us. I am also carrying Ganga water. And we think a drop of Ganga water is making me pure. Is it? No. And in India, the Ganga has become so polluted. Our Modi ji is trying his best, but we have become so... The Ganga is always pure. Then we are putting all the trashes over there. Ganga is pure. So now this way, what is purity? Friends, have you ever asked yourself? Ask yourself. That Jesus said purity. All religionists are all the time telling you should be pure, pure and pure. What is this purity? Why should I have to go and wait for the person standing at the gate of the heaven to judge me and say, hey, you are allowed and you are not, go to hell. Sir, for how long to hell? Then say, I don't know, anyway, go and see that, I will see it. Like that. Is it like that? No. Who are you standing over there? Maybe you are Peter, maybe you are anyone. I belong to my Father as you are. I have every right to enter into my Father's kingdom. Why I can say like that? How we can say like that? I am pure. And what is this purity? Only two things. Unselfishness and love. And nothing else. If you never ever go to Ganges or Jordan or Jam, the Muslims, they think that Jam is the holiest water and all that. Nothing happened. Don't bother about that. And that is ritual. It's better to develop that much. Then after that morality. So Jesus said, love thy neighbor. Why should I love my neighbor? If you don't mind, there's